young kids who get all this attention initially and suddenly...
I hope I don't become like that. I want to just carry on as normal. And I hate it when people, you know, they find out that I did a film.
It bothers you if someone starts to fuss over you?
Yeah, I don't like it. I prefer them just to like leave me as just a normal kid.
How did you gain 40 pounds? Did you just eat? I did that when I was pregnant. Did you just eat whatever you wanted, when you wanted?
It was the first time that I said, you know what, I better really do this the right way. In the past, like for losing weight, I went, I'll just smoke and drink whiskey and never eat anything. And it works, but I'm in my mid-40s now.
But how do you lose it so fast? You go to bed hungry, you feel miserable, you eat your kids' leftovers, drink tons of water, and be miserable.
I play Joey Potter. You know, she's kind of reserved and quiet when it comes to people. Yeah, I have a lot of fun playing her.
What is the greatest heist movie ever made, in your opinion?
Ocean's 11.
Yeah? Why do you like heist movies?
I like heist movies because it's a fantasy and it takes you on this ride and it's fun.
This girl who was tied to this swing with mouse traps on both of her nipples. It's actually healthier and more fun to acknowledge that everyone's excited by all sorts of things. And the people who say, you know, what do you mean you have to have sex this way, I think are really missing out on something. You know, even if you're not into mousetraps. This girl was so overwhelmed, and I mean, she was in pain.
Well, I came here to go to college. I went to Columbia in '95. I mean, Times Square by then was already like the way it is now, wasn't
Yeah, but I feel like it was almost now with like 4 porno shops left.
Yeah, that's true. There was, I think, a porn shop called Harmony. Did walk into it one day thinking it was a health food store.
Yeah. You were like, these are not granola bars.
We were at the, you know, the campers, the trailers were out on the street. There were these black guys hanging out. And I heard this voice and I thought, yeah, that's the guy. I said to him, yo, come here. And I took him into my trailer and I said, do you mind if I tape your voice? I just wear headphones and I just listen to it and, you know.
He just finds it very difficult to get up. And I'll go in and wake him up as Chris Walken. Come on, you gotta get up, it's crazy. I'll be driving in the car and I'll see Home Depot. And then suddenly I'm like Bob, you know, I gotta get some screws.
Drawn to characters, I think, who are sort of in more extreme situations or under pressure, and this is definitely one of those situations. And I never really conceived of, you know, the character as a good guy or a bad guy. He sees himself very much as a professional who's in a situation who needs to get a job done.
Well, before I ever worked with Chris, I was, you know, a fan of his work. You know, for me, he makes, I suppose, what can be termed blockbusters, but for me, they're challenging. They tick all of the boxes that you would hope for in a blockbuster, but they also ask you questions and demand of you as an audience member, and I think that is wonderful in cinema today. We need that.
You've had such a tremendous career over the last few years.
Well, I'm paying the rent, Terry.
Yeah.
You don't mind the jeans, I feel really uncomfortable. It's a sad indictment of our times, I think.
It is. I hadn't realised...
Jeans are more expensive now than they were 3 years ago when I bought them.
Yeah, but then even more because you've worn them, you see. You could get quite a price for them.
Yes, and it's...
On the open market in Ballymena.
These are my wear stains too. You know?
Yeah.
Nearly 40 years ago, a very dear friend of mine was brutally raped. I had never felt this primal urge to lash out. She said he was a black man. I went out deliberately into black areas looking to be set upon so that I could unleash physical violence. And I did it for, I'd say, maybe 4 or 5 times.
I think in life in general, it's one thing to be romantic in love, but I think romance, it's a universal thing in terms of, you know, in life. I think it's important to be romantic. I guess, I don't know.
What does that mean?
I was hoping you would know that. There were very few Batman comic books lying around. They were mainly like Archie. I really loved Batman Begins, and the Joker, the character of the Joker was just too good to turn down. When Chris came to me, you know, he'd already set up the world for me. I'd seen what world it was that I would be playing in. I also instantly kind of had something up my sleeve, which happened to be exactly what Chris was kind of looking for. We sat down and kind of shared ideas, and they were the same.
I don't look at him as a villain. That's what I appreciate about my part so much, is that the audience gets so much time with Dent that when this happens to him, we're with him. You know, he could make different choices over here, but still these seem like human choices, and I think that's important. I was on a road bike. The lady barreled into me here on my legs. I was going like this, boom. I had a concussion and all this sort of stuff. Luckily, didn't break anything. Woke up in the middle of the night. Larry, I'd never been in a hell like this, and I was spinning so fast. My sodium levels had dropped to death levels, and you know, but then I bought a bike and I rode yesterday.
Tom Hardy. Good morning, Tom. Hello. You go round here, love. Hello there. Nice to meet you. No, sit yourself down.
Easy.
Just have a look at your personal details. No, not easy. So, Tom, I hear you once had a bit of an experience on a holiday in Florida.
I was returning from a moonlight swim and I ran through a fly screen with no clothes on. In a crowded lobby. Yeah.
Your director's leaning on you to bring some comedic moments that we haven't exactly seen you do before.
You mean I'm not funny?
I just haven't seen it on camera. Oh, you are very funny.
Thank you.
Just know when you're trying to be.
All right, bud.
Your characters aren't funny.
So this is like the opposite of that Joe Pesci Goodfellas scene.
Yeah.
You're not funny.
Have you seen the finished product yet?
No.
Michelle Williams hadn't seen it.
Is she funny?
She's funny when she needs to be.
Guys, and now you're just leaving.
How do you fit into that suit?
It takes 3 of us.
How much weight have you lost to get into this shape right now?
You did not just ask me that
No, I'm
question.
just saying, you're like...
What a forward young man you are.
I'm not saying you needed to lose weight.
I've worked very hard to become Selena Kyle.
I know you have.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you very much. I'm sorry if I offended you.
You didn't at all. I'm just messing with you.
Matthew's aging backwards. It's weird. I just think it's fun when you get to the point when you spend enough time with him, you know how to riff as him. Give me a topic.
Okay, let's, I can't think of any topics. Okay,
This is what happens. Football. Oh, football. I like it. I like the Tennessee Titans. I like the Patriots. God bless America. Play a little ball, maybe break a sweat first, have the kids, children, family. Great game, great game. Great invitation to the world.
I feel like I'm in the backseat of a Lincoln right now.
Yes, good. Oh, thank God.
Did you have a special coach, a teacher?
Yeah, I did. She wanted actually me to forget about focusing on my accents.
Oh, focusing. Focusing. I say it legally, you say it illegally. It sounds a little bit like an English swear word. Are you familiar with the word?
Oh, yeah.
It sounds a little bit like that. You want to give me kisses on both cheeks. One cheek.
Sometimes you kiss 4 times. And
No.
in some areas, you get kissing everybody in the mouth because you never know how to stop. Hello.
Is it ever in any way erotic at all to shoot a sex scene?
Let's imagine you're with your wife. And then all those people are watching.
Okay, let's move on.
Do you walk
away from most of your performances and say, I think I nailed it?
Yeah, but not in that, quite in that tone. I think I nailed it. I don't think I missed anything. Your silence is very eloquent there, Mr. Rose.
One of the things that being an actor, talent is important and all that, but it's not the most important thing. You've got to have a thick skin. You've got to be able to sort of go for a job that you think you're perfect for and not get it and not feel bitter at the end of it. Just think, okay, that's all right. Some people get crushed by not getting a job, feel disappointed and hurt.
I've never felt that, even in your early days?
Never. I've never been disappointed.
What happened to your hair? Because on Third Rock from the Sun, you got that hippie sort of kid thing going.
Are you calling me a hippie?
What is that?
All right, yeah.
Hippie isn't an insult.
Oh, okay. I cut my hair. I had it long for a long time, and I've been asking them, I'd like to cut my hair.
What did you have to ask?
There's lots of people. There's all sorts of people. They're like,
yes, there are many people.
Are any of them invisible?
Yeah.
How old were you when you did this?
So this is a movie where I played a Hutterite, which is sort of like Amish. They're a religious group of people. And the rule in the Bible is if your brother dies, then you have to marry their wife. You have to marry your brother's wife. Her ex-husband died, so she agrees to marry a 12-year-old.
This movie should be called The Luckiest Boy in the World.
Right?
I was a doper.
Drugs.
I basically ruined every relationship I ever had, ruined my career, so I had nowhere to go but up.
Yeah, well, a lot of people don't get up.
Yeah,
they don't get out of it.
Yeah,
How did you get out of it?
Well, I married well.
Sly was doing a lot of weight on his chest, and he popped his left peg off his chest. And in the movie, it says Expendables on his chest, all of our names on it. But they couldn't show his chest because it turned him black from all the internal bleeding. So they put it on his back. You never see his chest in the movie.
I'm interested in beautiful women, not the modelly type. My idea of beauty is rather strange. I like a girl who is extremely intelligent. That's because I like to learn, not because I consider I am. I think one of the most sensual things about a woman is if you find a beautiful woman who can make you laugh. I've always found that very exciting.
In high school, I was very active in all kinds of entertainment. I was with music and the band and the glee club and all that sort of thing. And I knew then that I was going to be an actor. And my very first professional role, I don't remember.
What is Morgan Freeman like in real life? Well, a bit of a pain in the butt, if you ask me.
We'll back him up on that one.
I don't lie. All right, now wait a minute. Well, I'm not going to do this unless you give short answers.
Okay, I'll give a short answer.
All right.
Does Michael Caine... I own the Langhans, yeah, I own the two Langhans.
What is Lang?
Langhans, I was doing a picture with Sidney Poitier, and he said, the chef where I go, he's always on about it, and it was a guy called Peter Langham. But Peter killed himself trying to murder his wife.
I asked a simple question. What is Langhans?
No, Langhans, it was a great big brasserie.
Okay.
You want to hear the menu?
No.
Oh, I thought you were...
I'm holding it here.
Oh, okay, next one.